Hello there, everyone. My name is Crazy Caleb, and continuing on with our not vanilla modules that we need to cover, today we're going to be taking a look at not keypads. So this is the way the module looks, similar to the original vanilla keypads. However, there are some little differences that we have to pay attention to. Number one, the fact that one of these guys is always going to be flashing will be able to discern whether it's keypad or not keypad. It will be flashing one of 12 different colors, ranging from red, green, blue, magenta, pink, orange, yellow, purple, brown, and cyan, gray, and white. Weird order, but whatever. So the way the model works is there will always be 5 stages in which we're going to enter a sequence correctly, and it's based off of the color that is present and the symbol that it's flashing on. So exactly what we're going to do with this. So let's take a look. So we need to find our backwards Charlie in this case. So let's find backwards Charlie in this long list of items, similar to all of the symbols. However, some of them, in this case, this guy right here, this middle center, or in this case, on the bottom left of the module, this symbol actually does not appear in the actual keypad module at all. So that's the way that another way you can discern this guy from the original module. Same thing with the, I'm not exactly sure if the upside down 2 appears. Anyways, but this is the way the module looks. So in this case, let's find our backwards Charlie. This is our so we're going to take a look at our backwards Charlie chart. And what we're going to do is we need to find the color in this little grid that we have here, and we need to press that position that the color is in. So in this case, we're going to be pressing bottom right. And it will flash green to symbolize that it's a correct press. So now we're going to do Alpha Tango is now flashing brown in this case. Let's find Alpha Tango. Alpha Tango is right here, and it's flashing brown. So brown in this case is going to correspond to top right. So now this works just like a normal Simon model. So in this case, we're going to press top right, but we're going to press all the previous presses from before. So bottom right and top right. And we're going to do this for 5 stages. And in this case, it's flashing brown again in the same position, so we're going to press bottom right, and top right once again. And in this case, this one over here, the upside down uniforms as I prefer to call them, this guy is flashing magenta. Now, the way that you can differentiate magenta from pink or purple, purple is a bit of a darker color, and pink is a bit of a lighter color. Magenta is like right in the middle. And there is indeed the ability to use colorblind mode, in this case if you're not comfortable with colors, or if you're just simply colorblind in this case. So that's the way that you can discern them from one another. But in this case, this color is magenta. So in this case, magenta corresponds to the bottom left position. So now we're going to press bottom right, and then bottom left. And for our last stage, let's see what color we get. That was pink there that you just saw, if you're not colorblind. So that last color was pink. It's a very bright color, and it's almost like a white in this case. I would say that it's much, much closer to white, but it's not exactly white. So in this case, pink corresponds to these upside-down uniform symbols. So in this case, we're going to be pressing top left for our last press. So in this case, we're going to press bottom right, bottom left, and top left. And just like that is a solved module. Let's take a look at one final example, as this module is pretty straightforward. And also, another thing that you can tell, obviously, in this case, is the fact that you can have duplicate symbols present. That is another thing that the normal keypad doesn't have, is duplicate symbols. And in this case, we have 3 alpha tangos here. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. So in this case, we're looking at forward Charlie, and it is flashing brown in this case. Let's take a look. Forward Charlie, flashing brown, is in the bottom left position. In this case, Alpha Tango is flashing red. So red in this case is bottom left, bottom right. Now, let's say if I happen to be a dummy and I happen to accidentally strike for some reason.
And why would that be?
Now, let's take a look here. The sequence does not reset, so thankfully that's pretty straightforward, and that's pretty easy. If you happen to make a mistake at all, it doesn't reset, thankfully. So this next Alpha Tango is flashing white in this case. White is very bright, if you can tell right there. So in this case, white corresponds to bottom right. We're going to press bottom left, bottom right, bottom right. And it's white again, so we're going to press bottom right again. And let's take a look at our final flash. It's white again, so it's bottom right. It's Alpha Tango, same exact symbol. It doesn't matter what position it flashes in. It just matters what symbol it flashes, what symbol corresponds to the flashing indicator. So in this case, we're going to press bottom left, and then we're going to spam bottom right. And just like that is the solve module. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.